And now, the new caribou, the Honorable Sir David, Emperor of Salt Lake City, Sultan of Utah, Spiritual Advisor to Questioning Mormons, the Bard Extraordinaire, Supreme Being, Alpha and Omega. Here's David.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate you. I'm going to tell you a secret, okay? Don't tell anybody. The clapping that is on my introduction are by Mormons. Is that funny? Is that funny? Yes, it's funny. If you don't think that's funny, you need to get out of here. That old Larry, the cable guy. Listen, I wanted to do, I was going to say a half serious, and then my mind said half-ass. But half, my mind is just there. This is Sir David, the Bard. And I appreciate you guys even clicking on me once. And that's what most of you do. Anyway, I'm trying something new. Okay, I'm 65. I mean, February. I can't give you the date. Somebody will probably write the FICA, and they think I'm dead. So anyway, seriously. I'm going to do a commercial here in the next week or two with my little girl, Allison. And you know, most of you who follow me, that I adopted 2 little girls from the Philippines. And I have some concern with the children in the Philippines. I've seen, and I'll put some pictures up for you, what just a few hands of rice can make such a difference in a child's life there, in a pair of shoes. I think it costs 60 pesos, which is $1.20, $1.10, for the child to go to school. A lot of them can't go to school. So, my heart has a soft spot. My ex-wives don't think so, but my heart does have a soft spot. And I have been very, very careful. And many of you solicit, well, the girls do. I don't have any solicitors that I know of. Just write in, and my email is screwed up right now anyway. So anyway, I have a lot of good people that watch me, and a lot of good people that have asked, can we send you money? And I go, no, shit. As soon as people take money, they turn into Joseph Smiths and Brigham Youngs. And I have always, on this show, I have received no money. Zero. This cost me very little. It's just my computer. My little office has cost me. You see, I've got insulation finally, and it's soundproof, but I need to put on the wallboard. And I don't want to lie, cheat, steal. I don't want to get into a position of people saying, well, you know, the Bard's doing that for money. Well, I've got a lot of Mormons that have given me a lot of criticism, and they take the money for hunger, world hunger, and they pay 0.06% of the billions of dollars that they take in a year in tithing. Anyway, I have on my homepage of my New Caribou channel a place where you can donate. Now, damn, my lips almost fell off. Now, here's what Allison and I are going to do, okay? And if you don't like it at the end of the video, just push the off button and you're fine. But at the end of each video, my idea is that I'm going to have a commercial with little Allison in it. She's my 9-year-old. She'll be 10 next month. And she agreed. She can give consent. Don't send social services out here. You know, a teleprompter and a 9-year-old, that don't mean anything. Anyway, her little personality. She has a brother in the Philippines, Axel. that I did not adopt because I felt bad stripping the mother of all 3 of her children. So I took the 2 girls, because most of you girls that I surveyed said don't separate the sisters. Well, Axel's over there. I saw a picture of him a couple of months ago, and his teeth looked just like Allison's. Allison's teeth cost me $5,000, and she was 5 years old when she got here. And that's how rotten they were, and it had to be an orthodontic surgeon. I'm going to do this because I think it's the right thing to do. I never knew or even suspected that any of you would click on me. I never expected that. I've always wanted to start some kind of a non-profit. Now please let me be 100% honest. I do not have the non-profit incorporated. I've done 501(c) programs. I've got to write all of the damn mission statements. I've got to have a board of directors. I've got to have a million things. And it's going to take me months and months at my age, and especially in Utah, to, well, it's not Utah, it's federal law, 501(c). But you know, if Monson and the Mormon Church can do it, why can't I? Why can't I? And why can't you send? Not 10%. God, I don't want 10%. That's too much money. I want 50%. No, I'm just bullshitting you. I'm just saying $5, $10 here or there. I've got it on my homepage there. It's a Filipino donation. Now, that money can come with PayPal, it can come with credit cards, and it goes into a bank account. Now, let me tell you what happens, okay? And you will get regular reports, updates on this, because it's new. And there's growing pains, okay? I had to go down to the bank and set up an account, link it to Wells Fargo, link it to the credit cards, link it over to PayPal, and then I'm just sitting here going, I hope it works. Now, if you send into that Filipino fund $5 or $10 or whatever, I'm cheap. You know, I'm telling you, $5 or $10 will feed a Filipino child for more than a month. It'll go almost 2 months with rice. So, I'm not going to have my popularity blow my head up and go, oh, I'm important. I'm not important. I'm just an ordinary father. I'm just an ordinary man. But I have run into some luck. It's not a lottery. Like I said, I made 0 so far. I've wanted to set something up for those poor kids in the Philippines. I don't have the money, folks. I can't send over there $150 or $300 a month. I can't do that. I'm still raising a 9-year-old Filipino child, a 14-year-old Filipino child, and a 41-year-old Filipino wife. Oh, she'll kill me when she hears. I'm glad it's soundproof because she can't hear me. I can't do it alone. I can't do it alone. So I'm going to use my expertise, my knowledge, my education, and your money. Does that sound like the Mormon Church? It does. Now, I'm not a prophet. I'm not a seer. I'm a revelator. I'm a sick old man sitting in a closet begging for you to send a few dollars into that fund. Now, here's what I'm going to do, okay? Because I don't send money to feed the children, and I don't send money where I don't know people, and I get no accounting. No accounting. That pisses me off, and it holds me from even sending $5, $10, $25, $50, $100, whatever. Here's what I'm going to do. There's one person in Mindanao, where my children are from, that I trust. She is the attorney that helped me adopt my 2 children. She's probably 32, 33-ish. I haven't contacted her yet. This is very premature. I haven't contacted her yet, but I'm going to pay her a retainer to accept the money for the Philippines. Now, she has not a discretionary. She has a what do you call it with an attorney? A guardian account, I forget, but it's monitored and regulated by the government, and it goes around all of the corruption in the Philippines. Okay, so I'm going to send that money to her. Then I'm going to have people, I've done this before when I was working in Massachusetts, send proposals, written proposals to me, saying, we are the Federation of Hungry Children here, we're located at this address, here's our board of directors and teachers, and we need wheelchairs and or we need crutches because our children are all special ed. They'll write it down, how many crutches, how many wheelchairs, where that money's going to go. Okay, I'm going to sign that document, and I'm going to send it back, email or fax it back to the Philippines to our attorney. Not our attorney, not me and my wife. It's your attorney, our attorney, because this is a group effort. Now, she'll see that, and the people who wrote that proposal will be notified that the Bard and his audience has approved $100 for your account. Now, that's 4,000 pesos. Okay, that's a lot of money in the Philippines. They can buy a lot of wheelchairs and a lot of crutches, a lot of clothes, a lot of shoes. And I think it's 60 pesos. No, it's more. I think it's 60 pesos for a child to go to school. But anyway, I'm going around the corruption. I'm going to an attorney who we know and we trust. There's the kids right there that she knows what the hell she's doing. She's an honest gal. And I think for a percentage of the money coming through, she's going to have to look at the proposals that I send back. The people are going to come in. She's going to have to give them cash. They don't use checks in the Philippines. And she's going to have to get a receipt. Okay, now, you know what you and I want? I want to know where the hell the money went. That's what I want to know. I want to know where that money went. So what she's going to do, I don't want to burden her and have a lot of overhead, okay? So what she's going to do is every month, the people, when they come back for more money, which most of them will, maybe some of them will do a one-time grant, but they're to bring all of the evidence and all of the receipts. And if they don't have receipts, they don't come again. That's it. That's it. David the Bard, Sir David, the Honorable Bard, no. Give me the receipts of how that money was paid. Clothing, shoes, rice, and it should match the damn proposal. As I reviewed it, it should match up. So the attorney's just going to drop that in a big envelope and send that in the mail to me here in Australia. And I've got a kangaroo court. Oh, wait a minute, that's the court of love. I'm sorry. I have kangaroos that sit on my board, and I love the board of kangaroos because they can't speak. Whatever I say, they just jump. Okay, it passed, folks. And if any of you don't know, 5013C, God, you have to have meetings every quarter. You have to take notes. You have to have a mission statement. Everything has to be done by a vote. But I'll put that together because I want to help these kids. I really do. So the money goes into the PayPal or your credit cards, American Express, whatever. Send what you can. It piles up into that account. Now, I'm controlling that account from the United States. It's going into account with my name on it. I never wanted to do this because now that is going to show as income with the damn IRS. And the 5013C will stop that. So I have motivation to get that out. But I want to control that. I don't know if we're going to get $5. I have no idea. You people, if I haven't helped you, you haven't had a laugh and it's not worth it, shit, don't send any money. Don't send any money. But if you want to send $5 or $10, it goes in that account, and the account builds up. And then I have a special account that will forward that money to the attorney. And we don't have to pay a large fee for that. We're paying $4 or $5 to send $10,000 or $1,000 or $100 to the Philippines. So we've cut that down. We know where the money is going. We're going to a trusted person. I will personally review the proposals that come in for that money. I have that experience. I did it for Westfield City in Massachusetts, and I also did it in Springfield, Massachusetts. So I've written grants, and I have surveyed grants and approved them and disapproved them. And so what I will do is I will put those receipts together. Most of you don't want to see all those receipts, but I will give you a compilation at the end of the month. Say we took in $27,000 and 20 of it went out, and it went out to this group, and this group, and I've checked the receipts, and yes, that money went for what you put it in there for. So, I'd get on my knees, but I'm too old. I can beg. I'm not too old to beg, but I can't get off my knees. I have to go, Allison, come and help Daddy get up. So anyway, this is something I've wanted to do for 2 or 3 years. I never found a way to do it. I never found a way to control the money. And I'm not going to put $100,000 account or $1 million account into the Philippines. I don't trust anybody in the Philippines for that kind of money. So I will regulate that here from Australia through Utah. I'll launder the money like the Mormon church does. I may build a mall with it for Filipino children. Jesus. Anyway, the Mormon church doesn't give them shit. Never has, never will. 0.06% of billions and billions of dollars. I'm just asking you anything from $5 on up, or $1. Hell, I don't care. $1's fine with me. Dollar will buy 42 pesos for $1. That'll buy 420 pesos, and you can get some rice for that for children. So, if I've made you feel good, okay, my ex-wives have just left the room. If I've ever given you a laugh, let me take my pants and shirt off. That'll bring a couple laughs in, and the children's services. But I want to help people. And some of you have said, I've helped you a little bit with depression. You're going to kill yourselves now because, you know, life is worthless. Look at the Bard. He's in a closet. That's what happened to him with 2 master's degrees. I don't even have a master's degree, and I'm going worse than the closet, probably to the curb, under a tree, homeless. Anyway, if I've helped you in any way, or if I haven't, and you just want to make sure, if you make a donation, damn, it goes to the people who you donated to. And I'm going to tell you something, okay? I work for the police retirement sweatshop. Now, I didn't know that when I went in. My job, they had a phone bank at night calling people all over Utah and saying, we are the Policemen's Retirement Association, and those officers that have been killed or have fallen in the line of duty, we'd like to know if you would like to make a donation. And people go, yeah, I'll give you $10, $25. I'd come in the morning, and they'd hand me 25 envelopes, and I would drive all over Salt Lake, Provo, Orem, and go to knock on the doors and say, I'm here to collect the $25 for the Policemen's Retirement Association. Well, I thought everything was on the up and up. Of course, I was a Mormon, and I believed people, and I thought, well, I'm doing a good thing here, and I'm making a little money. Well, God, I think I was only in there 3, 4, maybe 5 months. And finally, the information leaked out, or maybe I sought it out, and I said to them, how much of this money is going into the retirement for the children of dead officers and to the mothers? Well, 90 cents. 90 cents of every dollar went into the phone bank. 10 cents a dollar went into the policeman's fund. I didn't come to work the next day. You know, I said, homie, don't play that. I'm not going to be part of that kind of a scam. Now, let me tell you how the scam worked. The phone bank had decals with a star on it that stood for the Policemen's Association. And anyone that donated, we gave them one of those stars, and they put it on their windshield. If they get pulled over for a ticket or a violation, and the policeman sees that star, it's kind of like under the table. He can make a decision of whether he wants it a warning or a ticket. You use your imagination. So, you know, the Bard has come across this fraudulent shit, and that's why I won't participate in it. I left. I got fired on a job in Los Angeles. Everybody was stealing tools from the boys, or they're buying tools from the boys that went over to Sears with a 5-gallon bucket and picked up brand new Craftsman tools. I wouldn't buy them. I said no. Then they go up on the top of the building and smoke some weed or cocaine, and I said no. They said, we don't need you tomorrow. Well, you know, I've been hurt by that kind of stuff, but I'm not going to have my name associated with that kind of shit. That's why I resigned from the Mormon church. They don't help the poor. They build malls. The apostles get millions of dollars in compensation and perks, and I'm not going to do that. I want you to send 5, 10, or whatever amount of money into that account. It'll go into the Utah account from Australia. And then that will be packaged and sent right to the attorney, and the attorney will immediately start having proposals come to me. I have experience, I have knowledge, and it's your damn money. I'm responsible, and I'll take 100% responsibility. I've told you before, the Social Security Administration, when I was building some property in California for some handicapped children, noticed that $1 million went through my checking account. And they go, no human being is that honest. And so they said, you're under investigation. I said, fine, investigate me. Well, a year and a half later, they sent me a letter and said, we're sorry. We traced every dime that went through that account. Every dime went for the children, and the donations that came in were for the children, and you never took a dime or anything for yourself. I've been audited by the IRS 3 times. One time they paid me $300, and 2 times that was a push. I owed nothing, they owed nothing. So, you know, I'm giving you my own resume, but I would beg. I wouldn't beg for myself. Like I said, I've had open heart surgery, I've diabetes, and I'm bipolar. I've gone without medications when I couldn't afford it, and I'm not going to go out in the street and beg anybody. But for these kids that I have, and for the thousands and hundreds of thousands in the Philippines that I left behind, I will beg. I'm begging you if you can. If you can't, hell, I'll give you a temple recommend anyway. I'll just print them up and sign them, the bard, take them over to the temple, and I say, let's embarrass the Mormons. Let's actually embarrass the Mormons. Let's donate and actually give it to poor people. There's nobody getting paid except the attorney, and she should be paid. This is work. This is work. Reading the proposals, sending them, putting the mail in, and getting cash, and making appointments for people to come in and get their cash. So I will beg you to please consider giving money to the website for the children in the Philippines. And I promise you in the next week or two, I'm going to have Allison. Abigail is too afraid. She's 14. She doesn't want to be on TV, YouTube. But Allison said, Dad, can any of this money go to my brother? He has nothing. And I said, yes. Yes, your parents can put a small proposal in, and if they need, 500 or 800, 1,000 pesos to buy him some clothes, put him in school, fix his teeth, that is a legitimate use of that money. And she said, well, Dad, I'll do it then. I'll get on your show. I'll tell them what it was like, and what it's like now that I'm in the United States, and what my friends I left behind. So, I'm an atheist. I know that there I just lost, $10,000. That's okay, because my standards are higher than Christianity. My standards are higher than the Mormon church. I don't want Jesus points. I don't want to go to heaven. I'm not interested in any of that. What I'm interested in is leaving this world better than when I came in. And if people are watching me in the thousands a day, some of them may want to give $5 or $10 to help out a worthy organization. And some of you trust me that I don't lie, I don't steal, I don't cheat. I told them I was innocent 20 times when I was doing 20 to 30-year life sentence. So anyway, you got to believe the bard. The police and the judge were all corrupt. So anyway, if you can put any money in there, it's going to go to the children in the Philippines, and I promise you that. And if anything changes, my ass will be right on this camera and telling you this happened, that happened, this is where the money went last month. We took in $26,000, we put out $17,000, here's the companies that got it, here are the receipts. I have verified the receipts. That money went for shoes, socks, school, dental, vaccinations, things that our children take advantage and have here in the United States, but they're nothing. Half those kids there will die of malaria from mosquitoes. They just need a net at night when they sleep. A little tiny net probably costs less than 75 cents. They can sleep under a net and be protected. So the orphanage that I had attachment to, I have them put a proposal in, and those kids, well, I can't even describe how I left those kids. I wished that I had money. Maybe now I do. Maybe now I do. And I can do my dream of feeding as many as I can. Can't feed them all, but I can feed many with your help. Thank you so much.